Guys, I'm gonna show you the three um, craziest hood in my city, Orlando, Florida. Which is the first one is Mercedes Drive. Mercedes Drive is one of the three toughest hood in when you come to Orlando. You gotta be careful. If you find yourself in this area, please stop. Try to find a highway to get out. Right? If you don't not familiar with it, you can find yourself shot or robbed. Now, during the day is not so bad, right? This is the fairground where people play sport and where they do concert. But for the most part of it, if you don't know where you're going, right? If you don't know where you're going, you're gonna find yourself in a situation, especially at night. You do not want to find yourself there at night. Um, there's always gunshot over there. There's always undercover cops over there. So you see the street, Mercedes Drive. So I say that to say, man, do not cut yourself out there. It's one of the toughest places. Sorry, the video had to stop because my mother called me. So and the Mercedes Drive, the first apartment you see over there is a new complex they just built. I don't know about that one. It's not as I mean. The other neighborhood I see is Park View. Park View is not apartment. It's a neighborhood. It's not as bad. But like during the day, you don't see people too many outside. But I gotta be careful with my camera, bro, because I don't want people to think I'm like the popo and stuff like that. I gotta pause for copyright sometime. But let me put my seatbelt on. See, this neighborhood is quiet now, but one time I was driving by because I was doing taxi, and let me put my camera lower, and there were like a couple who were fighting over, I guess, his baby daddy doesn't want to take care of the kids, and she started fighting, and he got mad, pulled the gun, and started shooting on the air, and he's like, let me turn around. He's like, bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of my house with those damn kids. And, bro, one thing about a hood chicks, bro, I guess they've been around that shit so much, that don't faze them. He's like, oh, what you gonna do? You gonna kill me in front of our kids? You gonna kill me in front of our kids? Bro, that shit was wild, bro. That shit was wild. But let me show that one. Let me show that. You gotta be careful, bro. I don't want people to think I'm like some popo. But you see, like, right now it's during the day. I'm in Orlando, Florida, but so a lot of those neighborhoods, bro, they have a lot of my people. When I mean by my people, I'm not just talking about black people. I'm talking about Haitian people as well, right? So right now, this shit is like a lot of Haitian people, a lot of Jamaican people, mixed with black people, and also some Spanish people. Like I said, right now, if you're I'm familiar with it. It doesn't seem tough. Like this guy is working with his dog. But you gotta be careful. Those guys are playing things. Like you see right here, I gotta lower my camera on the camera. Like this guy. Every house, people have like almost in front of every house is like 7-8 cars. Cause in Florida, everybody drive, bro. So, but for a little house like this, bro, they have that many cars. Since when people got that kind of money to have all those cars? Okay, summertime can be, I gotta lower it down, so be careful. Sometimes it can be people visiting, but so many cars in that neighborhood, bro. It's crazy. Let me turn around. So we're going over there. They have this is daycare, bro. In the hood, boy, there's a lot of baby. People are getting pregnant every other day, bro. Every other day. This is a regular neighborhood. Some of the neighborhood is just regular. And you always see people walking around. That's it. I'm not gonna go to too many streets. So, and this is one of the popular kind of like apartment for studio to rent. They got American flag. There's like 3 apartment. When you go to that neighborhood, you gotta be one of the 3 dangerous apartment. The first one, bro, that shit was turned down. I guess they want to keep people in the community. So this apartment right there, that's the first one, bro. This one was like, one time, bro. You can drive by and you can see the hole on the wall. Now the government, I guess it's a government run apartment. They had remodeling it, right? Because there were so many apartments. Some of them, oh shit, people behind me. I gotta be careful. There were so many apartments behind it that were burning. So you know, like people that don't really care. So there was some of them burned down. So you already see all them already beginning to be, break down. So they have to fix it. Like now, even the street I'm driving nice. Some of the street, bro, it was pothole everywhere. I'm telling you, pothole was everywhere. Like they make they break the, you see the gate, they break the gate so they can inside run. Like for people when running from the cops. This is how it is, bro. I gotta be careful. Okay, this guy ran away. I'm telling you, it's kind of dangerous. I forgot the name of this apartment, but if anybody from familiar with it, you know what that is. Like it looked decent now, but like if I take you when it used to be back in the day, bro, okay, oh shit, I can fuck. Like see, everybody can start hang out. I gotta be careful because you go a lot of niggas just hang out around, drink nigga and shit like that. Like it's kind of decent, but it used to be trash everywhere. If you can see, like we already passed, they put extra a trash bin just because people always break. You see, 1, 2, like so many trash cans just so they can help maintain the trash over there. Because before, bro, trash was so many trash over there, it was crazy. Like every other apartment window was broken because like understand about hood couple, bro, they fight everywhere and they fight, they break shit. Or like those guys who people living in a fight, they start fighting, they break windows and they don't fix it, and they get to a level where it's unlivable. The AC breaks, the toilet breaks, to where like it's unlivable no more. So I guess it got to a point where almost 50% of the apartment was unlivable, so they had to like start remodeling it and shit like that. So that's some neighborhood in the area I guess people can fix. But they say some of the best places if you're an investor is a hood apartment. It's bad because people don't care. They will break a shit and put the camera down. They don't want people to look too suspect. They say people like hang out with their friends and stuff like that. So they come to meet their friend, but like look, another trash can. So this apartment, they're like trash can and east side, bro. That's crazy. In my apartment, I used to live, they only have 2 of them. But this one, like, they got so many breakdown. See, this is just another trash can that kids hang out. And you go to another, bro, have you ever seen that many trash can in the bar? There's another stop, another trash can. That's just to show you, like, people, hood kids are so reckless. They have to put so many trash cans just so they can keep up with the apartment. Even with that, if you can see in the floor, there's like so many, and they have, even with that, the extra trash can over there. Look at that. They already have extra stuff. They try to remodel because they're already breaking some of them like that. But one of the bro, that, like now it's decent, but it's like outside another trash can. That's fucking 10 trash can in a fucking one apartment, bro. That's crazy. That is crazy. I just to show you. So they call, I guess, Jenny, what it called, Jenny Gang Guardian, Millennium Management Housing. So that this is like what you call it, like managed by government. As a matter of fact, they put a little one lane apartment across of it. Those are just built, just like the one that from the interest. That one just built too. And then you gotta I gotta be careful. Holy shit! Let me pull back. So I don't get bumped. Bro. Okay. Next to it in front of me, there's a church. Actually, 2 church. One thing about hood black people, bro, there's so many church, bro. It's ridiculous. There's a second church next to the church. Then there's this neighborhood. There's no me for me to drive to that neighborhood. 2 church. Let me see. Is that a 3rd church? No, that's a. Okay, this is the. Fuck, I think that's cop, bro. Oh, that's the police. I'm gonna try to turn around. Another one is there is Now for listing, Urban Square, bro. This one is fucking scary. This one is bro. There's a cop behind me, but I don't have to worry. I don't do shit. This one, bro, it's kind of crazy too. During the day it's fine, but at night you definitely gotta be. You gotta be. Let me put my camera. Car are passing by. Sometimes you gotta be careful, bro. Even this one is kind of Remado Urban. That's the second crazy apartment in that neighborhood. This is a lady, but okay, you got kids driving, you know, that's what apartments there. They don't have too many complex, but this is a real hood age apartment. People in the back there, I gotta be careful before they start shooting at me. You guys hear like that? Oh damn, I gotta put my camera down. So my camera stopped playing because it's too hot in the car, so the camera stopped playing. Even the intro for my video, I'm gonna have to like fix that. I'm gonna have to do a voiceover just because it's so hot. The video playing and it burned out. So I'm leaving the apartment now. As you can see, the video shot, and I don't want to go back and make looking suspicious. That's the second apartment in our neighborhood. I told you it's very dangerous. I have to leave it just because I have to go pick my mom up, but we're gonna drive to the next neighborhood as we leave this neighborhood Mercedes Drive. I don't know how long I'm able to do the 3 of them, maybe 2 of them. This is a new apartment in that area. That one, it look new. They have security there. It's called the Village. There's a third apartment over there. There's a third church. I don't know how to drive there, but yeah, you gotta go through New Hampshire to go through it. But I don't want to drive there to that neighborhood. There's an I guess a clinic in the back in that neighborhood. But yeah, if you come in at night, just don't look. Some of them, not everything looks super bad, but just be careful. Know that you could possibly, if they don't know you, you look suspicious. Just be careful. The second place we're going in Pine Hills. I used to live in Pine Hills area. We're driving in the west side was Princeton, so I was coming from Mercedes Drive to Princeton and to drive into Pine Hills, where we're gonna be able to show you the bad part of Pine Hills. The Pine Hills is split in two. There's like Sylvester and there's Pine Hills. Should I say Sylvester is not bad, but I think Pine Hills, the really bad part is the crossroad between Pine Hills and Sylvester, and I'll show you that. Let me pause the video. When you're driving on Princeton, it turns to Sylvester, right? That's right here. It turns to Sylvester, where you're driving there, and you drive all the way to that crossroad that turn into over here. They are not bad. So some of the apartments are not bad over here. You got a Taco Bell, you got a sheriff, police, until you get to I'm gonna show you where over there. So actually I should have said some of the apartments that we passed, they are not that great either, but Sylvester and Pine Hills, but it's not. This is Everest High School. This is the school I went to as a high school when I was in high school, bro. I'm telling you, it's a decent school. It's full of multi-culture, but like I'm telling you, there was always fighting there. But I beat some people. I got my ass whooped also there. Like, I wasn't people who was trying to get into fight, but you know you cannot look weak, or you know you're gonna try to get your ass whooped or beat. One time I got almost jumped by a co-worker that I used to work in a restaurant with. One of the place I worked at in my neighborhood was a place called Hardee's. Ready? is a California restaurant, and they move over there. So okay, we at the crossroad. You see how the crossroad over here is it called Pine Hills right there, coming straight forward, and the street that we on is Silver Star. I'm a Pine. We talk about Pine Hills. They also call it Crime Hills, just because for the level of crime that happened. So when you turn on Pine Hills in Silver Star area, some of the back end of those little neighborhood, you know what I mean? That's where you gotta be careful of, behind near that school. So over here, the supermarket used to be Winn-Dixie, but there's every other day after school there used to be shot there because students fighting each other, getting shot, or they finally closed that gas station, bro. It used to be like I forgot what you call it, but yeah, this apartment right there, bro. There used to be, you live there, bro. You hear gunshot every other night, bro. This is a high school. They remodeled the high school when I was there, but yeah, that one used to be dangerous one. The other one, the other apartments next to it, called in our village, that used to be tough as well. But there's apartments full of migrant, Haitian, Jamaican, and African American, bro. But yeah, it used to be tough over there. Like it looked normal, right? It looked normal, but it's tricky. So if you like it to yourself, like you don't have to worry about nothing. But at the same time, like you can also, if people know where you at, but people you don't come by your house and get shot. So it's not for this is the back of the school. This is the turnaround of the high school. You see, it's not that bad, but also, like I said, it's not uncommon. If somebody know where you live, they can just drive by in front of your house and. But this one is not hood because you don't see nigga hang out over there and shit like that, right? But people can get shot like that too. But let's turn around. It's not like a neighborhood where when you got there, you see a bunch of niggas, like the apartment that was the first apartment in Mercedes Drive. I had to turn the camera down where you'll see a bunch of niggas just hang out. I'm like, my thing is, y'all ain't got no job? But nah, man, that job is like, if you want to come buy some drugs and stuff like that in those apartments, Mercedes Drive, you definitely, but you don't just walk into somebody because they don't know you like that, unless somebody bring you, bro, they're like, who saw you? They're gonna take you undercover, bro. Either they're gonna walk away from you or you could just really get shot. But on Pine Hills, bro, it's just like those apartments. I know that there's another apartment when I was coming from Princeton to Silver Star. Those are some of those apartments. They used to be bad, but they're not as bad as back in the day. But like this one, those are not bad because some of them now they're beginning to hire security. So that's why you see like the vibe in the situation is not the same. But that's no shit like you're not. They are very safe at night. You know what I mean? Some of those places during the day they're okay, but at night it's a no to if you're not familiar with. But I'm not gonna drive all the way in everywhere in Pine Hills. But the toughest placement is that, you know what I mean, those apartments right across the school and some of those neighborhood in that area right there. Right here. They put a gate there, man. Before they didn't used to have that. Now so many accidents happen in that area. But they put like a little thing so people don't keep jumping the bridge. But that's crazy. That's Pine Hills for you. Pine Hills and Silver Star. Pine Hills and Silver Star, bro. Across Evans High School. Guys, the other tough street, or should I say neighborhood, but the problem is the third place, I cannot call it a neighborhood because it's a long street, right? It's a long street between multiple neighborhood in one area. It's between OBT and downtown, and in the other side of the bridge of downtown. And what's the thing is about this street is if you heard about OBT, that's where You got the prostitute. That's where you got. We used to have a lot of people, people selling drugs and stuff like that. They're still there. You don't see them as much anymore. And I don't want to say the whole OBT because there's part of OBT that's okay. But it's mostly like a working area. But the most part about the area is called West Northumberland. West Northumberland. Really? West Northumberland. See, from the beginning, when you're in West Colonial Drive, when you're going from West Colonial Drive, you can really see poor people in the street walking around. Like, you gotta be careful. It's like the hood is a hood, bro. Like, people already over there. So the further you get down there, the more crazy it gets. This is one of the apartments right there. You don't see nobody out there. Today is Sunday, so it's not as tough. Probably go hang out with their friends and stuff like that. When you're driving by, you can clearly see the back of it, of the downtown area. But further there, bro, really tough. Like, at night you don't want to be there. If you wanna, bro, that's the only area. There's a lot of, bro, when I'm doing taxi, a lot of people, foreigner or people who like, hey, where can I can go to find a drug or weed? I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't do drug. I'm a church guy. I don't do nothing like that. But I'm like, if you go by downtown and on Westmoreland, you can probably find something. But I don't wanna say that to anybody just because I don't want people die and I'll be responsible. So I just tell them I don't know. I just don't know because. But if you want, but area right there, there's a Range Rover in the middle of a freaking hood. How the fuck you afford this kind of car, bro? But there's a lot of undercover cars, cops that be driving there. You got your. I don't have how you call it again in New York. Your Bourguedas, but we don't have Bourgueda. We just have not many shop store. Like, you can find your. Oh shit! I'll fucking run the fucking light. Oh my god! I was so stalking. Look at this car, this neighborhood, bro. Fucking car camera. Look at, you got people in a car, a little crackhead. That's a car going around. But you have this is downtown. This is apartment. A lot of street people over there. But Westland, not everybody is bad, but a lot of poor people. A lot of, you know what I mean. Like the city try to take it away from a lot of black people live there too. But a lot of poor white people. The city try to take it over slowly but surely, try to replace it with white people. But the one near Colonial and downtown, they already replace it with white people. But I don't think white people want to fully move there, but yeah, you can clearly see there. And also there's a lot of shop, a lot of business there in a black people neighborhood. But you can understand though, if you're anybody who live near downtown, neighborhood in downtown, you know how tough those all can be. Those are the tough neighborhoods in downtown. Like I said, I gotta be careful. I know you're gonna see a lot of, it's because I don't put my camera outside. So a lot of part of it gonna be blur, guys. I'm just gonna kind of go over it for you guys just because I'm being careful. I don't want people to see my camera. So this is Church Street and Woods Lane, still facing downtown. Those are like, if you go down there, you go straight to downtown. But if we're just gonna stay right there, and over there, if you go down to the other side, you can see that the football stadium. When you drive past that, when you get to Jackson area, this is what you call it. I forgot it, like those Will Hood apartment, bro. Like little I forgot how you call it, little ghetto apartment, bro. Those are crazy, bro. Like you don't want to get. You want to get your flat, you don't want to get flat tire in some of those areas, bro. But guess what? Doing game, those apartments, those be full of white people, but there will be police everywhere, guys. Just because the police try to secure white people who come watch the game, because right there's a basketball, and right across there's a football stadium. So what happened is you got a lot of people who live in the area. That's how they make income, bro. During game day, they make a lot of money because white people. So they have some area that belongs to the city, land that the city already taking, and then they'll turn them into parking lot because there's like big game or the big concert, and people will let people park in front of the parking lot for $20, $40. But and white people just leave their house, but the thing is that it's not illegal, but you cannot. But you know what it is. You can clearly see the little apartment, the hood apartment like this. I'm not gonna drive in there like that. That's kind of too scary. But if you know what I know, but you know, when you see some of this neighborhood, bro, it's tough, bro. Tough. Like, bro, you don't go joke. So this is a like that's why I said it's not a neighborhood, but it's a street that like near downtown. But bro, you know that it's a long street of multiple neighborhood, but it's all ghetto, it's all hood, bro. See, a lot of people are driving reckless, bro. The people sitting around, bro. There are some poor people that live there, but it's just because like a lot of those apartment or like government run apartment, low income apartment, people cannot afford to it. But we're gonna get exit out of Gore, and then I'm gonna do my final thought on that, bro, and then we're gonna be done for this video. Okay, but yeah, guys. So if you this is one of the two toughest area in Orlando area. This is like West I keep forgetting that Westmoreland. That's the toughest one. The second one is probably Mercedes Drive. The second middle one is in Silver Star and Pine Hills. But don't get caught, if you're not familiar with it, don't get caught lacking in those areas, man. Don't play around because you can end up finding yourself getting shot or killed, bro. But that's it for those videos, guys. Leave your comment, let me know what you think. Now I gotta go pick up my mom from work. I know she's already mad at me, but she called me in the middle of making the video. I wanted to make that video for you guys. If you ever what you think about this, if you're comment, I know those videos are gonna be super clear. There's a lot more bad area in the area, but I just thought I might share that with you. It's a thought coming in my head. I'm like, I gotta be more creative guy for you guys to create more for you. Of course, there's another area called Rio Grande. I could talk about that one. Is area there's school that's another side next to that stadium. We all know about Rio Grande. There's a fourth one called Texas Ave. We already know about Texas Ave, but I wanted to show you. Matter of fact, I should do one of Texas Ave or Rio Grande because that one is tough too. So don't get lacking on Texas Ave. Don't get lacking on Rio Grande. Don't get lacked in some part of OBT too, because all those are interconnected and shit like that. But that's it, guys. This is Bourgeois Daily. Until next time, guys. Deuces.